What you're looking at is the Nova Go Sonic electric guitar. Now this isn't your standard electric, it can do so much more, and we'll showcase all of that throughout this video. But this is essentially a guitar you can plug into your favorite amplifier. It can work as an audio interface. It has a practice amplifier speaker built right in over here. So if you just want to practice electric guitar and dial in any number of tones thanks to the app, you can do so. It actually sounds pretty great, and we'll showcase that in the video. You can also use this with headphones or run a line out into an existing audio interface. That's all up to you. So it does a whole lot of really cool things. Now this is a right-handed guitar and I'm a lefty, so Dr. Rick's back to showcase what this can do, both in the context of a mix, and then we'll go over to all of the features and check out some isolated tones. Before we get into it, a huge thank you to Enya Music for sending this out. I really appreciate it. If you want to check this out, I'll link it down in the description box below. Here we go. All right, to kick things off, we're going to hear the onboard speaker. I've got it mic'd up with an Austrian Audio OD5, and Dr. Rick's the talent in this video, so...
Man, that's a worry.
I'm going to start with some clean tones here, and I'm recording the screen on my phone so you can see what the app does as we go. Now, I'll explain how this all works, but we'll just start with some basic clean tones. So this is the onboard speaker being recorded in the room. Actually sounds pretty great. Beautiful, and I cranked the reverb up a bit on you there, yeah, so you can hear it just instantly react there, which is great. I'll add a little bit of extra delay here as well, just to show you what it can do. It's basically like a pedal board setup, as you can see on screen. So. Beautiful, nice clean sound there. So we get three modulation types. We've got chorus, tremolo, and vibrato. What's your favorite?
Well, I do like a bit of vibrato actually.
All right,
vibrato
cool.
Would be pretty cool.
So to turn it on, all I got to do is basically sort of tap down on the icons on the screen here.
Oh, handy.
Whoa! So the rate and depth are like way too prominent. Let's just maybe try that again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's seasickness.
I'll change the depth. Sorry. Here we go.
It's amazing. It's one speaker, but it sounds... I can feel it pounding around the room.
Yeah, it feels a lot bigger in the room than you think, considering you would assume it's kind of like a gimmick having a speaker built into a guitar, but it actually feels really good in the room.
It feels great.
Even sitting behind the guitar, I can still hear it really clearly.
Yep.
Now, I have noticed the app disconnects from time to time, and it just did that. So, yeah, you've just kind of reconnected if you're messing around with it too much while you're playing, it seems. So let's try some distortion tones now. This is the same sound that you had in the intro track for the lead solo.
Fantastic.
And this has got some delay and reverb on there as well. Let's give this a go.
Yeah, add plenty of effect to cover up sloppy playing.
It's also got the noise gate on, so there's no buzz while we're...
Brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah, all right.
Man.
So that noise gate seems to be also sort of cutting out what would be feedback at that volume as well.
Yeah.
So it sort of works to your advantage. Up next, you're going to hear the guitar plugged directly into the audio interface. So we're not using the built-in speaker now, and this is another benefit of this. You can record directly to the computer without an amp, which is pretty wild. Yeah. Now, to change presets, you can either do it on the app via your phone, or you can just simply push the button on the guitar itself, which is also the volume control. This volume control for, you know, the functionality with the app. Yep. So we're on green right now, which is the clean. So this is how that sounds. There you go. So if Rick wants to change by using the guitar, he can just push that button in once and you'll see the color change to blue and it changes on the app at the same time. Yeah, beautiful. Now I'll change the next one using this and you'll see the light change color. So this is the distortion.
Yeah.
I like that chord progression.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Oh, man.
And this is the last one, which is the high gain. So let's try this. Yeah, so there you go. And if you don't like any of those sounds, you can fully customize all of the patches that are built into the app. So that's pretty great. And you can then save it and recall them with just the guitar, which is pretty wild. Up next, we're going to show you how this guitar sounds going directly into the Marshall DSL 40CR. We're going to be on the clean channel to begin with. So these humbuckers have a bit of attitude as well. And it basically means you've got to turn off the sort of digital part of the guitar amp. Otherwise, it's going to go through your amp, which is what you don't want. So this is just showcasing it as a humbucker electric guitar on clean. How's that neck pickup sound for you? You're the guy playing it.
It's really good, actually. Yeah, it's nice and warm, but still got that nice little top end attack on it too. It's good.
Cool. Do you want to try bridge?
Yeah, why not? Ah, it's got a bit of spunk about it, that's for sure.
The only guy I know that would chicken pick on a Les Paul.
Exactly.
Style, LP style.
Yeah.
All right, now we're over to the classic crunch channel on the Marshall with the gain up at about 9 o'clock, but it's still got a lot of dirt, so this should be fun. You can embrace your inner 80s rock god.
I think so, man. Nothing screams rock and roll more than carbon graphite fibre. Far out, man.
So that's the bridge pickup.
Yeah.
Do you want to try some noodly bits on the neck?
Yeah, why not? Absolutely.
You have to break out the hair extensions for the neck.
Definitely.
For that one, mate. That's awesome.
Definitely.
So basically now you're using this as the volume control
Yep.
on the guitar. So maybe if you can, just a quick test of the dynamics on one of the pickups.
Absolutely.
Cool.
So this is on 10. Just turn it down a bit. So that cleans up really well.
Yeah.
Great. Back up to 10 just so you know it hasn't lost any of its macho.
I mean, that sounds great to my ear.
Absolutely, it's great.
Thanks for watching, folks, and a huge thanks to Dr. Rick for doing all the playing in this particular one. So,
Absolute pleasure. This is
Appreciate
a
it, man.
wild piece of kit, no doubt about that.
yeah. So let's talk about the playing experience of this and just how it feels as a guitar before we get into all the fancy stuff that it does, because you had your hands on.
Look, you know, I'm an old dude, so, you know, it's Strats, Tellys, Les Pauls, that sort of thing. But, so I was a bit sceptical when I saw this. It's all carbon fibre. It sort of looks like something from the Terminator. But the actual playing experience, feeling it under your fingers with this built-in speaker is, it feels so realistic. I kept thinking, where's that sound coming from? It felt like it was Bluetooth to a speaker. It's right there. I don't know if it's angled in a way that bounces off the walls, but it really does feel like you're playing plugged into an amp. And, you know, once we, deal with some of the bugs in the amp, I think it's fantastic. It feels really good under the fingers and plugged directly in. It felt great as well. Dirt simple to get a good sound to recording, and plugged into the amp. That was where it really shone. I was really pleasantly surprised. The bridge pickup has got plenty of bark, and the neck pickup's got that nice tubey, throaty, chirpy thing going.
Yeah.
So look, I'm really impressed.
Yeah, I think, people would make the assumption this is a bit of a novelty guitar based on the fact it's got that speaker built into it, but it's good to know that it actually plays great. What I noticed about it as soon as I took it out of the gig bag, which it comes with as well, which is cool, there's no sharp edges anywhere. It feels really great, and it's a lot thinner than your typical kind of Epiphone or whatever, just in terms of the actual width of the guitar, which is cool.
Yeah.
I think the only compromise is using it like into an amp like you would any other guitar. There's no tone control on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll talk about the app as well, because it crashed on us a few times when we were putting this video together, and it crashed prior to shooting this video a few times as well. You might have seen it on screen crash a couple of times. So I think once they've got, like you said, once they've got those bugs ironed out, hopefully in an app update, that would be cool. And there's not a lot of like huge selection of amplifiers and pedals and all that like you'd find on the new X amps or the Positive Grid Spark Go. It doesn't have that kind of like massive library of tones you can pull from. It's pretty simple like that. So it's probably not a straight up replacement for every digital modeling amp out there, but I could see this being popular with people who don't want to take an amp with them. They just want to take a guitar that they can plug in, use with headphones, or, you know, play with an actual sound. Because I don't play acoustic guitar. I think, you know, this for me would be cool.
Yeah,
really cool.
Absolutely. Look at, you know, and great for just practicing as well. You can just get this out of the case. It's all self-contained. They have to plug in, don't have to do anything, and it just actually feels good. That's the thing. It doesn't feel plastic. No, I'm really impressed. I could definitely see this, you know, in use as a practice tool. Pick up your guitar and just start working.
Yeah, and I think for $399 US at the time of filming, this probably plays way better than it should.
Absolutely.
Given all the stuff that it can do. So I think, yeah, once they've got the app sort of sorted out with an update, it should hopefully fix a lot of those bugs. But the good news is you can still use it as long as you're not sort of fiddling with the guitar and fiddling with the app at the same time. It just seems to sort of bug out a bit on my iPhone. So yeah, just keep that in mind, just some feedback there. But yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for rocking out on something very different.
Yeah, no, it's wild. Thank you so much.
If you want to check this out, we'll link it down below. Thanks again, and we'll catch you soon.
Cheers.